Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this literally does not work. I'm trying to understand here. I thought it was always sunny in California. I thought it never rained in Southern California, and they're calling for rain tonight. Is it a black cloud following me? Is that what it is? Because I was looking for a little bit of sun and everything else, but it's kind of chilly out here. I mean, look at this. It's cloudy. But anyway, I'm sitting here thinking, right now, everything move-wise have looked pretty good that the Dallas Cowboys have done. You know, they went in knowing that they've got a lot of people they have to pay and that they have to improve the team. If you think back to 2 weeks ago when some of the talking heads were out there saying that, yeah, well, the Cowboys have lost David Irving, they've lost Randy Gregory, they've lost Cole Beasley, and with that, they only won one playoff game. And, so they've gotten worse. Well, as we sit here now, a couple weeks later, you got to look at some of these positions and say the Cowboys have upgraded. I believe that they're better with Randall Cobb than Cole Beasley because of his versatility. I look and say, okay, Randy Gregory, he had 6.5 sacks last year, but he also had a lot of boneheaded penalties. Robert Quinn, I'll take him over Randy Gregory any day. And you look at Christian Covington, and say, that's a good role player and things. And getting a Robert Quinn, that means you're going to have a rotational guy and stuff in there. We didn't really lose much with David Irving. And you get George Ioka, who will also be part of the rotation and help push the other guys at safety. You bring back Jason Witten, at least you got sure hands. You got to look at it and say this team is in a better position than they were 2 weeks ago at the end of the season. And also, too, having these other people who were new to the team last year get more experience. So from that standpoint, you say things have been really good. About the biggest negative you can say that we've had right now is DeMarcus Lawrence. And make no mistake about it, it always gets ugly whenever there's a negotiation. When Tony Romo got his, people were on both sides of pay the man, other people he's not worth it and everything else. But the reality is they're going to get paid what they're going to get paid. And once it's done, all of this ugliness will get past. But I think here, I'm just a blogger on here, and my opinions are my own opinions, and people will like them or dislike them, whatever, and that's fine because you are right to your own opinions. But to me, the Cowboys have played this up into the media and made David Irving kind of the bad guy. Of course, when you're negotiating, that's the thing that you do, A lot of times when people are interested in drafting a player, they'll put out some information that might or might not be true to make the guy look a little worse in hopes of him falling and then being able to get him later. It's just one of those things. It's not nice, it's not fair, but it's the way it goes. And the Cowboys have kind of leaked out enough information that, we thought we had a deal at $20 million, and, but they want 22.5 and made him look like he's a greedy bastard. The reality is somewhere in the middle they're going to meet. But for David Irving to help out in the negotiations and maybe even to save and make a little bit more money, it might be advantageous to go ahead and put out the olive branch and go ahead and get the surgery done. So whether or not the Cowboys decide we're going to trade you or when you get this deal done, that you are in the best position to play well. Because make no mistake about it, here's the thing. If you decide that, hey, I'm not going to get the shoulder surgery and you have to play on the franchise tag, and you play on the franchise tag and you miss the first couple of games, it's going to devalue you for the next guy. Or the Cowboys franchise tag you again and you're still in the same situation. Because ultimately, your ability to make money is hinged on your ability to play on the field. And for you to go through and say, you know what, the Cowboys are jerking my chain, but I am doing the right thing. I'm going to be ready to play. And that kind of puts it back on the Cowboys to go ahead and get the deal done. So that way, it's like, bro, I played well the last 2 years. I've got my shoulder surgery done. This is the going rate. Cowboys, come back to the table. Let's get this thing worked out. And that's what I would say would be my advice to DeMarcus Lawrence, because like I said, whether it ends up being an Antonio Brown or Le'Veon Bell situation, you still have to be ready to play for whoever, and it's better to get yourself in shape now, so that way you're in the best situation to make the most money. And I'm never mad at a player for trying to make that money, because as much as everybody's looking at him and saying you're not a team player, well, guess what? The teams aren't player friendly too. They'll let you go in a drop of a hat, with no rhyme or reason. Sorry, you can't perform. You're cut. So it's a two-way street. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some breakfast with my daughter and with Leroy, and see what the day holds for us. I'll see you later.